Welcome to Gurukul Live Lectures. In the ongoing series of emotional intelligence, today we will be talking about the self-management techniques. Now, what is emotional intelligence? It is the ability to understand, manage and use emotions in the positive ways, to communicate effectively, empathize with others and overcome the challenges and diffuse the conflicts. Now, what is the importance of emotional intelligence? It helps in better decision making. It helps in improves the relationships, both at the personal and the academic level, enhances the mental well-being and also fosters resilience. Now, what is personal competence? Personal competence refers to your ability to understand and control your own emotions, thoughts and actions. It's about how well you manage yourself in different situations, especially when faced with the challenges or the stress. Developing the personal competence help you stay focused, make better decisions and improve your emotional well-being. Now, there are two key parts of the personal competence: self-awareness and self-management. What is self-awareness? Understanding your emotions. Self-awareness means recognizing what you are feeling at any moment, whether it's happiness, anger, anxiety, excitement. It's important because emotional influence how you act. Identify your strengths and the weaknesses. This involves knowing what you are good at and where you can improve. For example, you might realize you are great at staying calm in the tough situations, but struggle with the time management. Recognizing the emotional triggers. It's about understanding what situation or the people make you feel a certain way. For example, what makes you stressed or frustrated. Once you are aware of those triggers, you can work on managing your responses in a very effective manner. Let's take an example. Think about how you feel before a big exam. If you can recognize that nervousness is creeping in, you can take the steps to calm yourself, like positive thinking and deep breathing. Now, the second aspect of the personal competence is your self-management. That is controlling your emotions. Self-management means you are being able to stay in control of your emotions, even when you feel overwhelmed, angry, or anxious. You can regulate those feelings so that they don't take over your mind and lead to bad decisions or reactions. Responding, not reacting. It's about thinking before you act. Instead of reacting quickly out of anger or frustration, you pause and choose a response that's thoughtful and measured. Staying positive under pressure. Self-management also means being able to keep your focus and a positive attitude even when the things get tough. For example, if something doesn't go as planned, instead of giving up, you stay motivated to find a solution. Handling stress. You can manage the stress or by practicing relaxation techniques. Staying organized, breaking the task into smaller, manageable stress. Let's take an example. Imagine you are in a group project and someone isn't doing their own part. Instead of immediately getting upset or arguing, self-management helps you stay calm, take a person respectfully and find a solution together. By developing the self-awareness and self-management, you can make better decisions, improve your emotional health and handle the challenges with more confidence and of course the control. These skills what you will learn for self-control, self-awareness, self-management. They are very essential for the success in both your personal life and professional life. Now, let us talk about what is self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to observe and recognize your own emotions and understand how they influence your behavior. Now, the question is, why self-awareness matters? The answer is very simple. It helps in identifying your strength, your areas for improvement. It helps you aids in better decision making and emotional control. It also encourages the personal growth and emotional maturity. Now, there are some key skills which we will be talking about. When you talk about the self-management, self-awareness, the first is your recognizing your emotional triggers. That what triggers your emotional reactions. Understand the personal values and the motives. Acknowledging the areas for the self-development. So, developing self-awareness, practical tips we will be discussing. The first and the foremost is reflect on experiences. Regularly take time to reflect your actions and the feelings. The second is mindfulness practices. Stay present and aware of your thoughts and emotions without any judgment. Seek feedbacks. Ask friends, teachers, mentors for a feedback on your behavior and emotional reaction. Journalizing. Write down your thoughts, emotions daily to identify the patterns in your behavior. Self-management is the ability to control your emotions and reactions, especially in a very stressful situation and a tough situation. So, when you talk about a self-management, it is all about taking control of your emotions, taking control of your behavior, taking control of your triggers, taking care and control of how you will react to your situations. After you have enveloped and taken control of all these aspects, definitely the results will be very, very positive. It's about staying calm, making some thoughtful decisions, not letting your emotions overpower you like anger, fear and the stress. They should not be overpowering you and they should not be controlling your behavior. So, you should be taking control of your self-management, enveloping all these triggers, action, reaction game like anger, fear and the stress. Now, the question is, why this self-management matters? It helps in managing your anxiety, fear, stress and anger. Emotions like anxiety, that is worry, stress, that is you are feeling overwhelmed, anger and fear, they can pop up in our daily lives. When you manage these emotions, you prevent them from taking over your actions. So, instead of reacting impulsively, that is without thinking, you pause, calm down and then act very, very thoughtfully. We will explain this with the help of an illustration. Imagine you are in a situation where someone says something very hurtful to you. You might feel very angry, but instead of immediately shouting back or getting upset, you take a deep breath, calm down, and then respond in a very calm and a respectful way. This is an example of managing your anger. Let's say you're feeling very anxious before a big exam. Instead of letting your anxiety make you freeze up or panic, You practice deep breathing, remind yourself that you have studied well, and this will help you stay calm and perform better. The second part of taking care of your emotions is it helps in improving the focus and productivity even under pressure. So when you are stressed, it's easy to get distracted or overwhelmed. But when you manage your emotions well, you can stay focused on what you need to do, even you are feeling under pressure. So we can say that self-management helps you stay organized, make some smart choices, and keep working productively. Let's take an example here. Think about doing a big project for the school. You have a lot to do and the deadlines is very close. So instead of panicking, you break the project into smaller tasks, focus on one part at a time. This helps you manage the stress and finish the project on time without rushing or making any kind of a mistake. When studying for a test, instead of cramming everything in one night, which can make you feel very anxious and less productive, you create a study schedule. Focus on the different topics each day, making the preparation process very smoother and also some less stressful. It helps in promoting a balanced and a positive mindset, contributing to the overall well-being. Managing your emotions also helps you stay strong, stay positive, even when the things don't go your way. So instead of getting stuck in a negative thinking, self-management allow you to bounce back from the setbacks and keep a very healthy, balanced outlook in a life. Let's say you did not get a grade you wanted on a test. Instead of getting upset and thinking, I will never be good at this subject, you take a step back and say, I don't do well this time, but I can learn from it, improve next time. This kind of a positive mindset helps you get motivated instead of feeling defeated. So after a difficult day, when many things went wrong, you could focus on the things that did not go well and feel frustrated. But if you manage your emotions, you might, instead of focusing on what you learned from those challenges, this will allow you to stay positive and look forward to the next day. So the first is your deep breathing, a powerful calming tool. Deep breathing is a very simple yet a very highly effective technique for reducing the stress, calming your body, mind and soul. When you are stressed or anxious, your breathing tends to become shallow and quick, which can make you feel even more tense. By consciously slowing down your breath, you activate your body's relaxation response, helping to lower your heart rate, reduce the feelings of panic or overwhelm. Before a major event like an exam, interview, or presentation, pause for a moment to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth. This method helps you ease your tension, clear your mind, restore your focus. The second is positive self-talk. You need to reframe your mindset. How you speak to yourself shapes your confidence and emotional state. Negative thoughts like, I am not good enough, I will never succeed, can help feed anxiety and lower your motivation. Positive self-talk involves replacing those harmful thoughts with the constructive, uplifting messages that remind you of your strengths and abilities. If you're facing a difficult task, instead of saying, I can't do this, shift your mindset. by saying, I can, I will, I can handle this step by step. By focusing on your ability to make progress, even in small increments, this will boost your confidence and reduce the stress levels. The third is your time management, prioritizing the task for a greater control. Feeling overwhelmed by too many tasks at once can lead to a stress and procrastination. Effective time management will help you break down the large projects into the smaller manageable steps. This not only make a big task feel less intimidating, but also allows you to accomplish things more effectively. Suppose you have an assignment due in a week. So instead of waiting until the last minute, create a simple plan by dividing the assignment into smaller parts and tackling one each day. This method ensures that you stay on the track, avoid the stress that comes with rushing. The fourth important effective technique for the self-management and for the emotional control and success is take the breaks. Rest to recharge your productivity. Continuous work without breaks can lead to burnouts, making it harder to stay focused and motivated. All work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. Yes, it is implemented in a real-time situation also. If you are working continuously without any break, this can actually lead to a big burnout, which is not good for you, and it will affect your focus, your motivation level. So you need to be focused, you need to take and recharge yourself, taking a break. Regular short breaks helps you rejuvenate your mind, reduce your mental fatigue, and keep you energized throughout the day. Taking the breaks prevents you from getting stuck in a cycle of frustration, especially during the intense work or the work sessions. For example, if you are studying for several hours, follow the 50-10 rule. Work for 15 minutes, then take a break of 10 minutes. So it's a 50-10 rule, which is very helpful. During this time, you can stretch, take a walk, and you can even meditate. This short breaks refreshes your mind, boost your concentration levels for the next round of work. The fifth very important technique for the self-management and for the emotional control and success is your mindful meditation. Practicing mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This can actually reduce the stress and help you manage your overwhelming thoughts by bringing your focus back to what's happening right now. Spend 5-10 minutes each day sitting quietly, focusing on your breathing. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This practice improves your ability to manage the stressful situations very calmly. The sixth important technique for the self-control and the self-management is the physical activity. Exercise in an excellent way to release a built-up tension and improve your mood. Physical activity increases the production of the endorphins and the body natural stress relievers. They help you stay emotionally balanced. Let's take an example. Incorporating the short burst of the physical activity like a brisk walk or some stretching during the study breaks can really help reduce the stress and enhance the mental clarity. The seventh step when you talk about the effective self-management technique is a gratitude practice. Focus on what you are grateful for, the shifts your mindset from negative to positive. Regular reflecting on the things you appreciate helps foster a more optimistic attitude, which is very essential for managing the emotions effectively. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you are thankful for. This practice helps cultivate a more positive outlook and reduce the stress. By applying these simple yet effective self management strategies, you gain greater control over your emotions, reduce the stress, and approach your challenges with calm, confidence, mindset. Now, these effects and these techniques, they are not just the tools what you're talking about. They are definitely very essential life skills what we have talked about that can lead to both your personal and the academic life and also the professional life. The more you practice them, the better equipped you will be in handling your life's ups and downs with the grace and resilience, ultimately improving your overall well being. So, this is how you manage your techniques in a very, very thoughtful way. And definitely, if you practice these things, if you practice these essential features like deep breathing, which is a very powerful calming tool, when you're stressed, do this. By consciously slowing down your breath, you can activate your body's relaxation response quickly, lower your heart rate, and reduce the feeling of panic and overwhelmed. Not only this, positive self talk or reframing your mindset is also a magical technique in which you will practice to cut down on your negative thoughts and talk about the reframing of your mindsets, that I can attitude. So, this will lower down your anxiety, your increase in the motivation level. So, self talks also play a very, very important role in fostering resilience, success, and the growth. The time management is also very, very important, because when you prioritize the task for a greater control, you're feeling overwhelmed with too many tasks at a time, and this often leads to stress and procrastination. Effective time management will help you break down the large projects into smaller, manageable steps. So, this helps in breaking down the things to a doable level, accomplish your things very, very effectively. Not only this, taking the breaks are also very, very important at the short intervals of time. These short breaks refreshes you, reboost your energy, your concentration level, and your next round of work. Having a mindful meditation also, if practiced without judgment, can actually help, and it is also very, very magical. It can reduce the stress levels, manage your overwhelming thoughts by bringing your focus back to what's happening right now. Spending 5 to 10 minutes sitting down quietly, talking to your own self, all these things, they are able to manage the stressful situations very, very effectively. And also some physical exercise which will help in releasing the built up tension, improve your mood, rise in the endorphin levels, which are the natural stress relievers, and also help you in emotionally balanced situation. Incorporating the short breaks of the physical activity like the brisk walk, stretching, study breaks, they also help in reducing your anxiety levels and the bringing of the mental clarity. Last but not the least, the practicing of your gratitude also converts your negative actions into positive actions. Regularly reflecting on your things, on the things you appreciate, is very essential for your managing of the emotions very, very effectively. So, we can say by applying these simple yet effective management strategies, you can gain control over your emotions, reduce the stress levels, and approach the challenges with a high confidence levels. So, they are not just the tools, they are the important essential life skills which can lead to your growth, resilience, not only in your personal life but also the professional life. Thank you very much.